Hey YouTube, it's your girl April. I'm coming to you with a video about scab hair and how it has affected me. So what is scab hair and how may someone encounter it? So scab hair is encountered when you have over processed your hair with harsh chemicals for a number of amount of years. Harsh chemicals can include relaxers, perms, texturizers, dyes, and other sort of dyeing products. So what ends up happening is these harsh chemicals will penetrate the hair cuticle, which is that outermost protective layer of the hair shaft, and damage that cuticle as well as the hair shaft. Now when you continuously put these harsh chemicals on the already damaged hair cuticle, these harsh chemicals will penetrate down through the hair shaft, through the epidermis, which is your top layer of skin, into the dermis, which is right underneath the epidermis, which has the hair follicle. And once that hair follicle gets in contact with the harsh chemical that you're using, the hair follicle only has sebaceous glands or oily glands to protect itself. So they're not as strong as the hair cuticle. So what your hair follicle will do is commence an immune response. And it's the same sort of immune response that you will see on your skin if you were to cut yourself. You develop a scab, and underneath that scab you grow healthy tissue. And once that healthy tissue, has fully repaired itself, then you'll notice that the scab on your skin will break away. Well, on your hair, it actually does the same thing. So you'll have this protective layer, which we'll call scab hair. And then underneath that scab hair, you'll notice that you'll have healthier hair growing from it. But you won't actually see that healthier hair for probably a few months or so. And then once your healthy hair decides to show itself, then you'll notice a looser curl pattern. But the only difference with your hair when it comes to the scab is that your hair will not actually break that scab away. You actually have to cut the scab hair off in order for your healthier hair to continue to grow and not be damaged by the scab hair. So my experience was when I big chopped in January 2013, I noticed a rough texture of hair that was almost like a bird's like neck texture, and it did not respond well to any sort of product. So I ended up buying a lot of products trying to figure out what worked for my hair. And recently I heard about this scab hair, and about 3 months into my BC, I noticed that there was like a looser curl pattern that was growing, and it responded very well to the same products that I thought weren't responding to my hair in the beginning. So what did I end up doing? I went to the beautician and I had her flat iron my hair. With scab hair does not respond to any sort of heat. So I confirmed that I did have scab hair when the root of my hair was very soft, silky, and straight, and the ends of my hair were very rough and brittle. So we ended up cutting about 1.5 inches of my hair off. And then once I reverted my curls back with a beer rinse, which I'll show you in a later video, my curls, popped all over, super curly hair, responded very well to all the products that I thought in the beginning weren't responding. And so that was really my experience. So I just wanted to let those of you who have recently big chopped and have noticed a texture of hair that is non-responsive to products, and it's very hard and brittle and dry. Even though dryness is typical of the big chop, and even a little bit of extreme dryness is typical, your hair should still be able to absorb moisture. If your hair is not absorbing moisture, then it could be due to scab hair. If you find out that it is due to scab hair, you have to cut the hair off eventually. But until you get to that point where your healthy hair is now growing out of your scalp, just continue to moisturize your hair as usual, because once you do have that healthier hair growing out, it will protect it from getting even more damage from the scab hair that is already attached. So I really hope this video helped those of you who have big chopped and have a lot of questions on what to do with your hair now, and why isn't it doing this, and why isn't it doing that. And so hopefully you like my video. If you do, make sure you please rate, comment, and subscribe, and that's all I have for you.